What is going on, Movie Meals? Before we get into it, thank you, Movie Meal patrons. If you want to be a member of the patronage, go down below, do that. That would mean a lot to us. Go do all the good stuffs, the love towards the merch, all that's linked down in the description. Like, subscribe, comment, share. This morning, Kyle and I get up, we make Mobius. They drop a final trailer. We're like, okay, cool, Mobius, go check that reaction out. It's on the channel. But then like maybe 20 minutes later, Kyle's like, they just dropped a Dumbledore trailer. Can we react? And absolutely not. We can't. We have real jobs. So we had to wait till late this evening, but we're here 8 hours late to react to the Dumbledore movie, which is what I think Kyle, without meaning to, has dubbed this movie.
It is the title. Like it's in the title, so it is the Dumbledore movie.
It's true. So I'm excited. Let's watch this trailer. We'll find out which we have less enthusiasm for, this or Morbius. So let's get ready here. Kyle, you excited?
No, but I love that you were saying I'm excited, and let's see if there's less enthusiasm in this.
I'm excited for less. Yes. Yeah, which am I gonna be less excited about is why I'm here. This is the detective work I'm here for. All right, well let's get into it. A 1, a 2, and a 3.
Memory is everything.
Oh, that's our old boy. Let's go. Always hyped to see the OG.
How did we leave the fate of our world to chance?
No. We do love Jude Law. We can't not love Jude Law.
I'm sorry to disturb you, Thomas, but I've just received troubling news.
Tell me, what is it?
It's Grindelwald.
Uh-oh.
The time is closed, my
brothers
and sisters.
He's at Hogwarts now?
Begins today!
The world as we know it is coming undone. If we're to defeat him, you'll have to trust me.
Mr. Kowalski, we need you.
I said I want an out and I want out.
You do know I'm a witch, right?
Dumbledore asked that I give you something, Jacob.
How? How is that even possible?
This is the team that's going to take down the most dangerous wizard in the century. Who wouldn't like our chances?
No one can know everything, not even you.
What you're doing is madness. With or without you, I'll burn down their world. Dangerous times favor dangerous men.
If by tea time,
All of us are still alive, you should consider our efforts a success, Mr. Kowalski.
My pleasure.
Do you really intend to turn your back on your own kind? It was you who said we could reshape the world.
Even if we make mistakes, we can try to make things right. We're gonna need some help.
There's nothing you can do to stop me. Things are not quite what they appear.
I do love a good phoenix.
I remember that.
I trust you're enjoying your wand, Mr. Kowalski.
Can I keep this?
Funny enough, I've got quite a bit of thoughts, but I definitely want to hear Kyle's first. So Kyle, what did you think of the trailer?
Why? I don't have thoughts.
Well, so say the little you got.
If people haven't seen our last trailer reaction for this movie, we just have decided that we don't really care about this franchise anymore. The second movie really soured our
Never have.
We had hopes for it in the beginning, and it really went downhill when the second movie was as bad and as we ever could have imagined it to be. So this new trailer, I still feel the same about it. I mean, don't get me wrong, CGI looks cool. obviously the cast scenes of Jude Law is great, as long and Matt Mikkelsen as well. I really do like that casting. It's probably the best out of the 5 or 7 castings for this guy.
He should have just been Grindelwald to begin with. I mean, it should have been Colin. It really should have just been Colin. He's a great actor. He did a great job, and it should have been him, and it wasn't. It's anyway. Continue. There's a lot there.
Yeah, no, I agree with that notion. I'm sorry, everyone. If you really want, I just got nothing for this. Like, if you like this franchise, that's totally fine. I love Harry Potter. I really did have hopes for this franchise at one point, but I don't know. I just don't care anymore. Like, the second movie really soured it for me, and the first one was kind of a bit of a letdown as time has gone on. The more I've thought about it, it's been more of a letdown than I probably initially thought. So I don't care. I don't care what the secrets are. I'm sure the wizarding stuff will be cool. Anyway, Alex has more thoughts, so take it away.
I do have thoughts. Some of them are more Warner Brothers as a whole thoughts, which I started thinking about. I love a good conversation about a good studio. Exactly.
Yeah.
As the trailer looks fine. It looks fine. That's what matters. It looks fine. They should have figured out the Grindelwald casting to begin with. Johnny Depp, I don't think, was ever a great choice. As much as I actually enjoy Johnny Depp as an actor, I don't think he was ever the perfect choice. He took it way too weird, where it stuck out in the world of Harry Potter, and that's a bad thing. You don't want to stick out in Harry Potter. It is. In a negative way. You don't want to stick out in a negative way. I can't even tell you why Ezra Miller's important. I remember him being important. He's some creature thing. I don't know.
He's a second nephew of Dumbledore's.
He's like the 12th related cousins, uncles, bathrooms, brother. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
And it's important for a reason.
Yeah, he's got some power. I don't remember. I truly don't remember. That's how bad these movies are. And so the trailer doesn't move the needle. I'm not excited. I do think this movie is most likely going to be widely considered the best, and I will call that right now. And here's why. Let's dive into the thoughts, if you will.
All right.
I have blamed J.K. Rowling very fairly on her writing. I'm not talking about the politics or anything, just on the writing. As a script writer, she's not good. She's not good. And there are even hard Harry Potter fans that I think argue that she's not the best book writer, but she just happened to write an incredible story. Because, I love Harry Potter as everybody else does. And she's not a good script writer. And I don't know why. Maybe I've never mentioned this. Maybe I have, and you can correct me if I have. But I wonder if the conversation ever was an argument between WB and maybe JK, or maybe it wasn't, because the first movie, the biggest problem that I can actually remember of anything about the movie is it couldn't decide what to be. Are we going to be a fun, magical, separate adventure, or are we going to be something that's building on legacy characters? And where Star Wars has had that problem, now Harry Potter has faced that problem. And what I think this movie has done is, one, they brought in a new writer, and they brought in the writer of past movies who gets the world, who's written some of the better movies. And I think what they are doing now is where the biggest issue people have with Star Wars is we're making such a big universe small. We're making such a big universe small. It's Skywalker this, Skywalker that, and Mandalorian works and it's fresh and new, but it is still Mandalorians. It's Boba Fett. Where Harry Potter, the first one, I remember the advertisements being this magical, mystical adventure with a new cast of crew. We're going to go to America. We're going to see the world more. We're going to expand. And they had the same thing happen. They didn't expand. They got smaller. But now where I think this movie is going to work is they're getting super small. They're now putting in everything nostalgic you could possibly think of in Harry Potter.
The Phoenix.
We're getting old Dumbledore shots. We're getting, the Seeker is flying everywhere. Not the Seeker. What do you call it? Is that the Seeker? Am I correct? It's been a minute. The Snitch. It's flying everywhere. It's like, there was a lot of old school Harry Potter in this trailer. And that to me says that WB was like, look, we're going to try to Force Awakens this at the end. Instead of, we're too small. We know we got small. So let's bring in a writer who knows the world. Let's try to somewhat course correct by saying this movie is just about the battle between Dumbledore and Grindelwald, which is this legendary battle in the books that is not really, shown. It's just talked about. And let's really dive into that and just bring in nostalgic fun. And to me, if it could hit, I'm not excited. The trailer didn't move the needle. That's how bad the first two movies were. But I do think that is what is at play here. And so I'm going to say it right now. I bet you it is the most well received in terms of critically and most likely fan. Any thoughts on any of the things I said, or was Al just rambling and should we get out of here?
No, I can agree with you on that. I don't know if it's going to be, I will say this, it's going to be better well received than the last movie did. I don't know if it'll be better received.
They both sucked.
I don't know. I remember the first one being generally liked for the most part. Maybe it can.
I don't.
A bit, but I'm not sure if it'll be better than the first. But I think it could at least be better than the second, because it seems like, at least based on the trailers, they are kind of wiping away a lot of the clusterness that was the last movie. The majority of those characters that were so confusing on what their place in this franchise is gone. That's one big clue of mine. So I think you're onto something, and I think that is what the outcome will be. Also, why is that Muggle guy having a wand? What rule does that say?
I don't know. It's one of the few things I'm low-key actually just curious about. How does the magic work for this Muggle? It's probably going to be like his great ancestor was once married to a witch. That's what it's going to be.
Or that's one of Dumbledore's secrets. I can make a Muggle magic.
Yeah. I'm looking at the old, just pulling up Rotten Tomatoes. So Crimes of Grindelwald had, hang on, let me pull up both real quick. So Entertained the Troops, Fantastic Beasts, and Where to Find
I do agree with you. There is a sense of throwing a lot of nostalgia at these movies. Or at this one anyway, to make up for the wrongdoings.
I think it's a smart move, to be honest. And thinking of terms of a studio head, and thinking of how do we course correct. The way to course correct this is to get smaller. And I think it's smart, and then be done.
Smaller
done with
than
Harry
before.
Potter. I think they got to take a long break from Harry Potter. I'm talking a 5 to 10 year break. I think they need to do from anything Harry Potter. But real quick, so you were right. The Fantastic Beasts, Where to Find Them, as a 74 critic, 79 audience. I completely disagree, and I think that was We Miss Harry Potter hype. I remember people hating it. I hated it, didn't enjoy it. The second one has a 36 critic and a 54 audience. So that definitely was hated more. I would have preferred just Eddie Redmayne running around trying to get animals. That would have been so fun. It would have been like Pokemon, but with magic. It would have been awesome.
We were saying that since the first Fantastic Beasts review. I remember that. We were like, come on now. You had something there.
Go find I'm going to link it at the end of this video. Go check it out and get all that.
Oof, I don't know.
History. Let's see how bad that
old
looks.
Stuff's cringy.
Not cringy enough. All right, guys. What did you think, though, of the trailer? Comment below. Let us know. Are we crazy? Thank you to Movie Meal patrons. All that great stuff. And as always, thank you for watching, Mom.
See you guys.